top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants to take the top off. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions, a big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pulls it in with one hand. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking it up in the air, and it just sticks to it. Makes the nice spectacular grab.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. To the air, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapting. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this.
It's caught. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. got the quick pass. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air. It's Hoover. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Morgan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Caught in the backfield, it's James. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They've got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That's reeled in. It's Baker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught near the sticks. It's Baker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in his zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now on second down. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored it.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Haynes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Underwood. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Finds the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Punts it out of the air.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Going to the running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. It's complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. It's complete! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Underwood. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Morgan. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet.
about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Direct snap. Got room to work. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle.
Touchdown, TCU! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down, because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball up his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled, because he seems like he's rattled right now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With jet sweep pass. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity on critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup, because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Now from inside the red zone. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using the quick game. Turning it on! Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it through it as
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Baker. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there is absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Balls and fired complete. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Klein.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Haynes. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a push on 4th down. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
On the scores from around the country, Slippery Rock 38, Seton Hill University 29.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wolverine. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this a better worker. He's going to hear about it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.